can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
2-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Next to the score, Falcons 7, Raiders 0.
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll toss it out to Carson. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun. Love. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2nd down.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Watson escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's the Raiders punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Pettis on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
42-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Pollard. And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders nothing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Love from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Love. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Operating from the gun, Love. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
24 is the mic. We own it.
Throwing again, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
on third down. Love. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Brian Burns in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Corey
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Pettis. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
brings up 4th down.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Love. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, Love. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. Here's
Watson. Flush to his right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First down, Las Vegas.
On first down, it's Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Watson now to throw. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
2nd down, Love. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Glove. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
On the keeper. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Dorsett. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Falcons 21, Raiders 10. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
57
Here's Love. This to McLaurin out on the left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch the screen. Pass. Sponge. No. Check nickel.
Here's Pollard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Play action this time with Love. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
The 16-yard line.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Forced out, and the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Love on the keeper.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun. Love escaping the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains.